I'm Tomer Alpert. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Felt. It's an iPad and iPhone app that lets you do handwritten cards in the mail. You simply pick your card, handwrite your message on the screen, and then we print, seal, stamp, and mail it within 24 hours. You know, relationships in your life with people who you love the most are just near and dear. You have to make sure that the people who you care about know that you care about them. And so it's not, it doesn't have to be handwritten correspondence. It could be anything, but it's just important to make people feel special. There's something about your handwriting that feels personal, that allows somebody to connect to you. And that's why we built Felt. We moved to Telluride about 6 years ago and wanted to make friends. So we got invited to a dinner party. We were super excited. And on the way back, my wife Gracie wanted to send the host a thank you card. Well, the stores were all closed. We had no stamps. We didn't know where to begin. And so I thought there must be an app for this. Went on the App Store, and the only apps that existed let you type your message. And to us, that felt really impersonal. So we had been looking for a business to start for like 5 years, and this seemed like such a big idea that nobody had done before, real handwritten cards from your phone. And we started exploring it, researching it. We literally printed out handwriting on our home printer, and then researched how to make that look better. And we're off and running within a year. We didn't raise a lot of money. We don't have huge investors. We bootstrapped the whole company. We put up our life savings and credit card bills and credit card debt and all this stuff. So we needed something to go big, and it's a consumer brand. We weren't selling to businesses that we could, cold call. So Shark Tank had to be phenomenal for us. They wanted us to film in September, which would have given us plenty of time to prepare, but Liam, our son, was due at the end of September. So the only other option was to film the next week. So Gracie and I and our two dogs, Jake and Frankie, jumped in the car and drove to LA pretty much overnight. And our team hustled and got as much as we could get prepared for Shark Tank prepared. And we practiced in our hotel room day and night, and literally went on Shark Tank in a week, which is crazy. And then we had Liam in October. Liam being born was the most amazing thing that's ever happened to us. It made me happier than anything I've ever done. That plus not knowing how Felt's going to turn out, yet having all of this amazing potential, it's like what the universe is made of. Before, we didn't even know we were going to get aired until March. So we shot in June. We didn't know we were going to get it until March. You can just feel the gap between certainty, potential, and this huge space of unknown that you live in. You don't live in certainty, and you don't live on this other side. You live right in the middle, where you do have to trust. It's all these things that religion teaches you about faith and trust and all these things. You have to put that into practice. Whether you believe in religion or not, it doesn't really matter. What does matter are these principles that do get you through it. They kind of act as, peace, within this great unknown that you live in. And that's, I think, the entrepreneur's dilemma. It's how do you go from freaking out back to happy when you don't have any money, when everything's going wrong, when everybody's saying you can't do this, when customers don't like the product, and you have all this self-doubt going on. And that's where you have to tell yourself, I can do this. Things are going to be okay. We're not going to fail. This is just a blip in the road, and I can solve these problems. You're not supposed to crumble and wither away. You're supposed to thrive and be happy and have what you want. But in the moment, it's like any other practice. You have to try, and you have to fail, and you have to try again. And this is all about how you talk yourself through shit like that. I can't tell you that that's something that's easy, because it's not. But I can tell you that in hindsight, it's the proudest you can be, I think. I think I've worked hard on Felt. I've really worked hard on being a good partner and being in a partnership with Grace. And I think what I went through with Grace, especially in our first years building Felt, was transformative. as a person. I became the man that I wanted to become. It took her being, the super strong person and showing me, what that looks like. I just get so much emotion flutters up because I never thought I could do this. I grew up as a really shitty student in high school and had zero ambition to do anything like this. And I think to be here today, it feels like a miracle because of the 180.
My name's Alpert. I'm from Telluride, Colorado.
One of the most amazing things was the community support that we had. We filled Oak Street to the brim. We were shoulder to shoulder, and when the show came on, you could hear a pin drop. It was that quiet in the whole bar. I've never been in Oak or any other bar in Telluride where it's been that quiet for anything. That meant a lot because people really wanted to see what happened. And then, when we won Shark Tank, they were just over the moon.
Wonderful. The deal's done.
That gave us the feeling of validation. Here we had built this product that we loved. We had gotten emails from customers year round that said they loved it, but we had never succeeded, on the business side. We had never built a big business. We had never had enough revenue to pay our employees. And then finally, we had over 100,000 downloads. We have over nearly 500 reviews on the app right now since Shark Tank. It's 4.5-star average rating. We've done a tremendous amount of money. So since the beginning of the year, we've been featured by Apple numerous times. Over Valentine's Day, over Mother's Day, and recently we're the #1 app in their Father's Day gift collection. Building a business in Telluride was a byproduct of starting to make decisions based on where we were happiest. And I know in my heart that the decisions that I made, not felt, but asking Gracie to marry me, deciding to try to have a kid, those decisions came because we moved to Telluride. And we moved to Telluride because I decided that I wasn't going to be unhappy anymore. Telluride is what you see. It's this place that people can relate to because it's where we're all happiest.